You know who the sons of Jacob are? You know who the sons of Jacob are?
Based on the Bible, yeah.
Who are they?
Huh?
Who are they?
Who am I?
Who are the sons of Jacob?
I can't remember their names though.
38. All right, the sons of the 12 tribes.
There's 12 tribes of Judah.
Right. No, there's 12 tribes of Jacob. Yeah. Right? So watch this, 2nd Ezra 2 and 38. Listen to this, man.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2 and verse 38. Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord.
So did you know that there's 2 seals, there's 2 marks in this earth? That the angels are sealing the elect in the 1/3 of the Most High. And there's also angels that's sealing the wicked, the 2/3. Right? So the Most High has feast days. Didn't Jesus go to Passover? Right? Didn't he go to Passover? Jesus. Didn't he celebrate the Feast of Dedication and Tabernacles? These are the feasts of the Lord. When you over here, our people celebrate New Year's Eve. They celebrate Thanksgiving. They celebrate July 4th. These are all the holidays of the heathen. Where's July 4th in the Bible? Is it in there?
No, that's the U.S. holiday. There's a difference between spiritual celebration and physical celebration.
Right. So my question is, if the Most High is sealing His people during His feast days, then what do you think is happening to the people that are celebrating the feast of the devil?
I don't celebrate the Jewish. I don't celebrate the Jewish feast of the Tabernacle and Pentecost and all that good stuff.
Why not?
I'm of the New Covenant.
You the New Covenant?
God write His laws on my heart.
Well, what are they? Tell them to me right now, if they're in your heart.
What's that?
Tell them to me. What are the 10 Commandments? Tell them to me.
I don't subscribe to the laws and the 10 Commandments. I subscribe to the law written on my heart.
Okay, if the law is written on your heart,
like
tell
for
me.
instance, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't kill, you shouldn't
That's 3.
and all
That's 3. You got 7 more.
Yeah, you should worship the Lord thy God with all your
that's
heart
4.
and all their soul.
Come on.
You should not covet.
That's 5.
I can't remember them.
You said it was written on your heart.
No, but what I'm
Come
saying
wait a minute. You should lie to your brothers now, man.
If it's written on my heart.
You should know it.
No, hold on. It doesn't mean that I can verbally just articulate it.
Wow.
Right away, I'm living it. A lot of people know the law written, but they don't live the law.
They don't live it. So
I live the law on my heart.
Okay, so
all the time, come on, I try to keep them.
The 10 Commandments. So what about eating pork? What about eating pork? You eat pork?
The what?
You eat swine.
I don't eat pork.
You don't eat pork?
The reason why I don't eat is because of my own spiritual belief.
Okay, so what's your nationality?
But I don't condemn anybody who
$1 million question.
Yeah?
What's your nationality?
My nationality?
What is your nationality?
I'm from Jamaica. That's where I was born.
That's where you was born.
But my nationality is in heaven.
No, man, you on earth, man. What is your nationality?
I tell you, I'm tight.
Man, our people, man. Our people.
Hey,
you want to find out?
Hey, man, you living like.
You want to find out?
No, I'm cool.
You living like a European. No, you're not tight, man.
I'm not European. I'm
you
tight.
living like one.
I tell you what.
What, man?
This is how I feel.
What's up, man?
God lives in my heart.
Right.
I was
Give me Hebrews 8 and 8.
I was created by the Most High God. I don't subscribe to all this church and all these religious stuff. I subscribe to my relationship with God the Father.
Okay,
nobody can take that away from me.
So do you know the voice of the Most High when you hear it?
Whenever I hear it,
okay, well listen to this. Give me Hebrews 8 and 8. How you doing, sister?
I got Bibles.
Listen to this.
Listen to the scripture.
Listen to this. Don't run when the Bible come out, because we gonna think something wrong with you. Why you running there, man? Hey, he got hot feet. Hey, the word was finna come out. Hey, he got on his running shoes, sis. Watch this. Watch this.
I just finished.
Look, he don't want to hear the word, man. Watch this.
This is the book of Hebrews.
Well, listen to this. Let's go into that new covenant that you said that you got. Watch this.
In your heart.
Watch this. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 8. Right? For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Hold on. Who's the new covenant for? Who's the new covenant for?
No, go on.
Who's the new covenant for, brother?
You're the one teaching.
Who's the new covenant for? All right, read that.
The days coming, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant.
With who?
With the house of Israel. And with the house of Judah.
He's making a covenant with you.
Yeah, spiritual Israel.
No. Physical Israel. You see that? He read it. You see that?
There is no such thing.
Yes, there is. I'm spiritual Israel.
Hold on, let me finish the scripture.
Hey, tight.
No, you not
tight, man. You're not tight. Your pants too damn tight. That's what's too damn tight, man. You're not tight.
Pink shoes.
With pink shoes and a Billy Bob hat. That's what's the matter with him.
Want him with blonde hair.
Yeah, you want you a blonde haired white girl.
That's what he wants.
This for you though, sis. See, these are true teachers out here. We ain't your corny pastors. We the man of the Lord, right?
Nobody took off running.
Watch this.
Talking all like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start it again.
Read that.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Read that.
For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
Wait, who?
With the house of Israel.
So that new covenant is for the Israelites, sister.
And with the house of Judah.
That would be you.
Read. Not according
God love you.
not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. Because they continued not in my covenant. And I regarded them not.
So he's going to give you the outline of the new covenant the pastor told you that you was in. You're going to find out today that the pastor lied to you. And this is the part why people are being destroyed, because they think they already saved. We're not already saved. Didn't Christ say, to he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved? We have to endure. You have to go through as an Israelite in the place of bondage. Well, you have to know that we still in captivity, man. We still suffering. We still on the bottom, sister. Watch this.
Keep going. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts.
So when you get this new covenant, you're not going to be able to go off no more. You're not going to sin no more. Those things that you don't want to do, that you keep doing, you ain't got to worry about that no more. The Most High said, look, I'm going to love you, but I'm going to go further than that. I'm going to put my laws on your heart. I'm going to make sure you serve me how I need you to serve me. Because we can't serve and we keep going off. Every time we try to do right, sin is right there. It's always present. Why? Because we got a wicked heart, man. We got that old heart. And our people say, oh, we in the new covenant. I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. And the pastor looking at the deacon's wife, right? The damn drummer boy a homosexual. And then you got the damn deaconess, man. God knows what she's doing. Then they go in the back of the building and they count the money up and they say, we short. And he come out, he look you dead in your face and tell you, God told me to tell you that you got $150 for me. Right? Because he late on his light bill. He late on that big Benz that he dropped. So he needs more money. That's wicked. Read that.
And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
Read on.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor.
They what?
They will not teach every man his neighbor.
We're still being taught. How we going to be in the new covenant? He said, every man going to know me. You going to know what Revelations mean. You going to know what Habakkuk mean. You going to know what Isaiah was talking about. You going to know all the deepest, darkest mysteries. That the pastor don't go into Revelations. You ever wonder that? He's still telling you there was a snake in the garden and Eve ate an apple. And our people just believe that. They have no idea what really happened in the garden. But we know. We know. We know the mysteries of the Bible because the Most High dealing with us, sister. Right? And you could know the mysteries. You could know that you're an Israelite. Give me Deuteronomy 29:1. Right? Watch this. We're going to show you a secret. One of the best kept secrets. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Read that.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Hey, so the whole Bible is a covenant. Did you know that? Did you know this whole Bible was a covenant? Yeah. And he made it with who? He made it with the children of Israel. So that means if you're Japanese, if you're Chinese, if you're European, if you're any other nation other than Israel, you should not have this Bible. Give me Psalms 147:19. Now that kind of spooked him.
Look at this sign.
I never heard that. She kind of itching the side. I said, wait a minute. Get that, Judah. Give me Psalms 147 and 19. And give me Joel. And I want, we're going to show you. See, this is what the pastor not going to do. He's not going to open it up and go through the books and start teaching his people. But that's why we out here. Watch this.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Read.
He sheweth his word unto Jacob.
Israel.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
No, he's dealing with the whole world.
He
hath not dealt so with any nation.
Read on.
As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
That's why you know judgments. That's why our people, we catching hell. Because we these people. That's why you see these people that look like they living their best life every day. Becky never worries. And Becky's son, he's got a Benz and he's 16 years old. We smushed on that nasty yellow bus and he pulling up in the Benz. Right? We get dropped off to the hood. We fighting on the bus. Right? Somebody smoking weed. Right? And he's riding on the Benz with a drop top. And they going to damn Mayville somewhere. They don't live how you live. Give me Psalm 73 verse 7. Give me Psalm 70. Yeah. Read that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Read that.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
No, did he say he was the Lord God of the whole world?
And I am the Lord your God, and none else.
That's the secret. That's why they took the face of your God and made it look like them, so you would be confused. So you would stop keeping the law, statutes, commandments that he gave you. Why? Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. What you got?
Amos, real quick.
What did you have?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Read that.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Read that.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Why? That's why we catch hell. Of all the families of the earth, he only known you and your forefathers, sis. That's why they took away your nationality. If I was to ask you what's your nationality, what would you tell me? African American, right? Or you would say black. That's crafty counsel. That's wicked. That's wicked that a Chinese man, you ask him his nationality and his forefathers, he said, yeah, my father's fathers, we lived in a small city of Japan, and I know my whole heritage. You ask a European, they'll say, yeah, I'm from Europe, my father's father. But if you ask us, I don't know. Why is it? You ask me, I'm saying I'm black, African American. That's wicked that a people would do that to you. Why do you think we out here to make our people think? Why do you think in all these nations, nobody comes to help us? Why do you think this is happening?
Psalms 83.
Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1.
Read that.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Now, the man was talking about John 3 and 16. God loved the world. But the Most High just said he got enemies on this earth. And this is what his enemies did. Sister, do you got children? No. But if you had a son, you'd be very proud of him, right? Now, say your son was like a star student in academics and in athletics, right? He broke all the records with like a 4.2. And they plaqued his name on the front of the high school forever. The star student, right? So he gets older. Y'all leave. Y'all come back to show your grandchildren the sign, right? And they got a Japanese man up there with your son's name. What would you do, sis? You would be, now what do you think the Most High God is going to do when he come back and this what they've done to his son? What do you think? You think he's going to say, oh, it's okay. It's fine. You think he'll grab a tambourine? That's what you think he going to do? He gonna do that little thing they do with the tambourine.
Couple scriptures right quick.
No, man. He gonna start killing people for what they done to his people, man. All right. What else we got, man? Give me Deuteronomy 28.
It's our people.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Watch this. I'm gonna show you where we was at. We was on the other side of the earth. Our women didn't even have to walk. Did you know that? Did you know our women was being carried around? Did you know that? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 56.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 56. The tender and delicate woman.
And all our women was tender, delicate, very. Why do you think our women they driven to get that long hair that's way down here?
Like she had?
Why? Because that's what y'all had. Why do you think when you see the black man, he got a whole bunch of gold, he got his mouth decked out? Because that's what we had. That's what you had when you was on the other side of the earth. Then they brought you over here and they taught us how to kill ourselves, right? They taught you how to put a perm in your hair. They taught you how to fry it, put another something over the top of it. It's full with lice and some type of nasty disease.
Yeah.
You see? Our people perish because of lack of knowledge,
Right.
ignorance, right? Give me that.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
She wasn't, y'all better pick me up. I'm not putting my foot on the ground. Y'all better pick, that's how we wanted our women. That's how we had our women. We clap our hands, hey, get to. And 5 of those white Chinese or whatever, they run too. They gotta carry her. And she being fanned. That's what the Most High had for you. That's what's coming again. That's what's coming again. They gonna carry you around. You gonna say go to, and they, oh man, you better get to.
That's right.
You see, read.
Upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness,
What's going to happen?
her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
Why? So we used to love one another, but since we didn't keep his commandments, he said you're gonna perish from lack of knowledge. I'm gonna make you hate your husband, the one that's gonna protect you and provide for you. I'm gonna make you irk him all day. Only thing you're gonna do is get on his nerves. I'm gonna put a spirit on. He put a spirit on a so-called black woman. Well, she can't hurt. She loudmouth. You know what I'm saying? She don't listen. We just read it. Read it again. Read. You see that? Read.
You gotta understand it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 56.
Read that.
The tender and delicate woman.
This was your natural state. Tender, delicate, and humble. Submissive. Read.
Among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
What's going to happen?
Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom.
That's an evil spirit. Gonna change the mind the way she think. Now she don't love that man. Now she hate him. Now everything that he do is not good enough. Read.
And toward her son.
And towards her children. That's why our mothers, hey man, they kicking out your younger brother at 15 years old. Get your ass out of here, nigga. I can't wait till you 18. You just like your daddy. You see that? Read.
And toward her daughter. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
And that's even worse. You know the mama can't stand the daughter. The mama can't stand the daughter. Why is this happening? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
And you got to separate from your enemy, sis. You got to separate from your enemy. Now you know you need a brother. Now you know you need a brother. Now I know you know. You gave me that look. You gave me that look. Read. We ain't taking no prisoners, sister. We the men of the Lord. You see that? We'll die for you out here.
For sure.
You hear me? Read that.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Most I said, okay, you being carried around, you got all this gold, you got all this land, but you don't want to listen to me, what's going to happen?
In his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Look around, sister. Who cursed in the city? And what else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And who was cursed in the field, man? Remember, he's talking to the children of Israel, the ones that's calling themselves black African American. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Matter of fact, hold what you got, Judah. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Give me drop down to 40:47. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 47.
Read that.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart,
right,
for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, in nakedness, and in want of all things.
All right, so now, since we didn't serve the Most High God in our land, now we have to serve the heathen in nakedness, in thirst, and want of all things. When we want clothes, who you think owns City Trends? You think it's sister? You think it's Sister Shay own that in the back? No, she don't own that. Is it Lil Doobie? No, man. Who you think own that? You know who own that. They marketing you. What do they like? What does she like? What does he like? He likes that baggy shit. All right, give it to him. What does she like? She likes that cultural stuff. Give her some. Right. You know, they marketing us. What type of drinks do they drink? What type of music do they like?
Right.
We're marketing. That's who we are. Watch this. Give me verse 50.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 50. A nation of fierce continents.
What is the symbol of this nation, sister? Because you seem bright and educated and smart. What's this nation's symbol? Yeah, but what animal? What animal represents America? The eagle. Watch this. This is when we get into prophecy. This is what your pastor not going to show you. Prophecy is going to wake you up. Watch this.
A nation of fierce continents, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young, and shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil.
Let's see. Let's back up.
Give me that Jeremiah 17:4. Give me as swift as an eagle fly.
Watch this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Read that.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
The Most High said you was going to call yourself African American now. You're going to discontinue from your heritage that I gave you. He said you was an Israelite. The Most High said that your people are his firstborn. Right? That's who Christ came for. Like my son, when my wife first had my son, you say, that's my world. They ask you, how your kids doing? Oh, that's my world. Not the whole world, but this is my world. This is the world he came for in John 3:16. Israel. We're his world. Right? This Bible is made of parables. Everything that he spoke was a parable. He just told you that he only came for Israel. How many times he got to tell you? You see what I'm saying? But when you give, that's why Christ said, don't give the children bread unto the dogs. You share with, if you share your food with the children and the children are going to get sick if they eat with dogs. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened to our people. We've been eating with these dogs and now we're sick. We're sick. We have to stop eating with dogs, man. You see? There you go. Shalom. What's up, King? What's up, King? Yeah, give me that. You got that? Hey. Hey, what nation of people? What's the symbol of this place? The symbol, the animal. Yeah. What's America's symbol? Out of all the animals. The pig, yeah, for sure the pig. but the one that fly. What's on that American flag?
Bald eagle.
That bald eagle. Watch this, man.
You got it. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, Lord,
It's give me where you at?
Right here at 48. And I checked out 30.
Hold on, it's a lot. Just give me Give me 43, brother. Judah, give me that.
This is
swift as the eagle fly.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high,
right,
and thou shalt come down very low.
So this is part of the curse too. He said, since you didn't listen to me, these strangers, that's why when you go to the corner, man, who's running that? He's all the way from the other side of the world. He been here 2 weeks and he posted up in your neighborhood. He getting all your money. Same week. Same week. You been there. How come you can't run it? Your family, your mother was there. Her mother was there. You know everybody there. Why you can't run it? Watch this, because this is all biblical prophecy, man. That's because you didn't like what he gave you. Obviously, you didn't like being the king. And you didn't like being carried around. You like being stepped on. That's what our people love, being done wrong, man. Well, we got to rise up and start loving one another. You know what I'm saying? And we got to know who our enemies is. You got that?
Yeah.
Read that.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Right.
From the end of the earth. As swift as the eagle flieth.
As what?
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Hey, this is what the Quran can't do. The Quran can't prophesy thousands and thousands of years in advance. This is what this holy word can do. He told you who was going to come get you. These nasty eagles, man. These nasty eagles, right? Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And they still can't understand what we say. Hey, what you say? You say, what was that? Because we don't understand what they talking about. They don't understand what we talking about. We'll never be able to mingle. This filthy rat right there. That filthy rat right there, man. The filthy rat bastards of the earth, man. That think they better than you, man. They think they're better than you. Read that. Shalom, y'all. Y'all be good.
Want that wood and stone?
Yeah. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 36.
I'm going to show you something about Christianity and Islam. Right? Read.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
What is that, sister? The Most High said, hey, you wouldn't serve the Most High God. He has a name. His name is Yahweh, right? He said you're going to serve other gods, man. When you go to the church, they got this guy, they got that guy behind it. They saying this guy is God. And what? He got a cross. The Most High said you're going to serve wood, that's the cross. And stone, the Mecca stone, Islam. Thousands of years ago. And what are our people in? We in Islam and we in Christianity. We love it. The Most High talking to you right now, sis. He told you what you was going to be doing. Why? Because he put you there. He know exactly where you at. And when he come back to get you, he know where to get you from. Watch this. Give me Revelation 13 and 10. Guess what's going to happen? You ready? You ready? Are you ready to take your enemies in captivity? That's the question. Are you ready to do to them what's been done to you? That's the do. Our people not ready. They not ready for the takeover. They not ready for the takeover. Our people got to get ready for the takeover. That's what we doing. It's a revolution. It's a whole movement. Watch this.
Give me 9.
If any man, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9.
Read that.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Hey, they said they took you into captivity. It's the last book of the Bible. Give me Numbers 35 and 33. He said that they look at this, man. That could have been my son. That could have. You think your father's happy about what happened to you? It's a great slaughter coming for what happened to you. The Most High said He's gonna send you here to punish you a little bit, but these people went too far. He told you that they went too far. He said we're supposed to be here 400 years. We've been here going about 500 because they won't let us go. Right? Give me that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33.
Read this.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land.
Blood defiles the land. You can't shed innocent blood, man. Even the Arabs will tell you about karma. You just can't kill people innocently. You can't come to this. Well, where the Native Americans at? When the last time you seen a buffalo?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Read that.
And the land cannot be cleansed.
This land can only be cleansed by what?
Of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Ain't that just? This is the words of the Most High. He said, y'all shed the blood of the innocent. It's crying up to me. Your blood must be shed. That's the only way that you can cleanse this land. Right? Give me what's that? What else you got? Leviticus. So what's your nationality, sis? We're gonna have a quick dialogue. You got any questions? What's your nationality according to the Bible? According to the Bible. The Israelites. Say it a little louder. Be proud of your heritage. The Israelites.
Right.
Right. You a daughter of Zion, a daughter of Sarah. Abraham's wife. You an Israelite. Right? You're a princess. Right? So do you have any questions?
I would like to further research this, like on my own time.
For sure.
I just don't know what resources are available to.
Oh yeah,
I know the Bible, but you know.
We definitely got flyers and information, and in there, yeah. Cause this is what I did when I heard the word. When I heard this stuff, I was like, what? And they was bringing it out in the Bible. I was in the Christian church, and then I went and asked my. Then I went and asked my pastors, no, we don't want to talk about that. Wait, no, close that. Everything that we told you, start asking questions and watch what's gonna happen.
But I definitely agree. I feel like this world, a lot of our eyes are closed, and a lot of people, like even when it comes down to healthcare, like my profession was to be a doctor. I went to school for it and everything, but it's like so much stuff that they are giving us that's not even good for us. That I've actually stopped my occupation because of the lies and the corruptness of it all. And like us black people, they'll say, oh, take this medicine, you know? And they'll just take the medicine, no questions asked. You're not looking for natural remedies or anything. And it's just that they are killing us, and everyone, they're not aware of it. Everybody's happy to see things like that happen. They would rather be programmed like rats than go and actually look for the research and the knowledge that's available.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. And you got a voice. Do you want to help?
I would love to, but I do want to do some research myself.
Okay, we definitely gonna get you some research, but you need to help. Cause you got a voice, and then you see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You need to help your people. They need to hear that.
I definitely agree.
They need to hear that. They don't question it.